I maintain a website about aviation and learning to fly and so forth, and it's called Eagles Wings Flight Training at eagleswings.net. If you're interested in that, I do a lot of my own coding and so forth for my website and use some templates and things, Bootstrap 4, and I've moved up to Bootstrap 5. I'm now using Visual Studio Code, and here is this website, and I have a page on my website in which I have a list of the student pilots that I've soloed back through the years. That's my son Ben when he was a little boy, but later I did solo him when he was 16. So anyhow, I was having a problem. Here you can see this list of names starting here. But above that, I have a big blank space. And I didn't know how to get rid of that blank space. I couldn't find anybody online talking about that very much. I did finally find somebody in a forum who gave some information about it and was able to help me. Sometimes this blank space would appear farther down in the list. And I found out what I was doing wrong about that, finally figured that out. It's better to have one long table than divide it up into tables, smaller tables. But I wanted to have these captions at the top, and I thought that I had to kind of start a new table in order to have those captions, but that is not the case. You can do a column span, and put information like this in as often as you want to without starting a new table. And starting those new tables down in there was what was, and maybe the code information that went with each table was causing it to have some blank spaces down inside. So I got that figured out, but I still had the blank space at the top. And so you can see here how I have the captions in here, but this is all one table all the way down over 106 rows. I sometimes put comments in about somebody, like here's a boy that soloed on his 16th birthday. Here's my son Ben who soloed the day after his 16th birthday. You can put other information in there to add some aviation history, local aviation history. But anyhow, there's the table, and then down at the bottom I have some other pictures. But I still had this problem at the top. So I put a line in there telling people, please scroll down. But I found out what was causing this problem. Way down in some of my table rows, at the end of the last row, I had a double line break. Now, I'm not sure why I put those in there or why they were there in the first place, but probably I did it once and then copied it into more places. And even though that double line break, I'll show you a little later, even though that was way down in the table, maybe toward the end, that was what, and is right now, this is live from my website, right now what is causing this big gap here is those double breaks where it says BRBR in two different brackets. That is what's causing that. And I figured that out, and now I'm going to go online and change that, and it will move this table up, take that blank spot out of there, and move it up where it's supposed to be. So anyhow, I am not a professional coding guy online, but I thought I'd make this little lesson to help people that no doubt, and other people ask about these things, and you don't find anybody addressing the question. There's very little online about diagnosing a specific problem and helping somebody with it. So, anyhow, I hope this is a help to many people. Okay, I have opened up the file called Solo Archives. I've opened it live on the server which hosts my website, and this is not as colorful as it would be on the regular code editor, but this is live on the control panel of my host website. And I am scrolling down. You can see here's these rows, information for a row, and so far it doesn't have that part that I was talking about, double break marks like what you see just to the left of the cursor now. So this is where that starts, and though this is far down in the list, it affected the top of the list and where this appeared. So I'm gonna just do these one at a time here, and I'm going to delete that one. I'm going to go down to the next one and delete it. Here's the very last one. I'll take it out since I'm at the end of that. Go here. Taking out those double line breaks. Okay, it looks like I've got all the double line breaks out of this table, and I didn't actually count them, but I think there were around 15 of them, and they were affecting the page at the top. So what I'm going to do is go over here to the side and save my changes that I've just made. It says success. I'm going to reduce this so that this will still be open but not visible there. Go back to the browser and look at this website. So here comes the website up, hopefully. There it is. That's the front page of the website. Then up here at the top is the bar to go to the solo archives, or the button. There is the archives. There's Benji again. And here this is. And lo and behold, this table has moved up where it ought to be and has filled in that space. So I'm thankful for that. If you're having trouble with a bunch of blank space in the table, anywhere in the table, make sure that you have one long table. Don't have a table closing and another opening. And if you have trouble, in my case, I had all those double line breaks in there, and that was moving this down from this spot right here. And then I'll go in there and change this line, but it was moving that down instead of filling in the space as it should. So I hope that is a blessing to you. I will edit that and put it online to help other people.